Tuberculosis is curable, but for many patients, the journey to recovery is long, steep, and uncertain.
My experience with TB began on 26th August 2022 when I was diagnosed with tuberculosis.
I was diagnosed with TB sensitive.
The journey was not that soft. It has taken me 6 months for treatment, and I'm now TB free.
For 6 months, I was taking 2 pills daily, every single day at 9 p.m. 1 pill to kill the bacteria and another pill to manage the side effects of the drugs.
Like the fall of a leaf or the drop of a feather, TB often begins quietly, with a cough that will not stop, fever, night sweats, or weight loss. TB can begin like a tiny crack in a wall, almost invisible, but needing attention before it widens. Many people wait, hoping symptoms will pass. Others cannot reach testing in time.
I had signs like coughing, chest pain, and also I lost a lot of weight in a span of 3 weeks, like 14 kgs.
It started with a cough. I hadn't lost a lot of weight. I think I lost around 4 or 5 kgs in a span of, I think, 2 or 3 weeks. So when I first went to the hospital, I was diagnosed with rheumatic fever. And then I started getting injections. I got 2 injections, I think. And the symptoms did not go away. So I came to Nairobi now, saw a rheumatologist, and they said that it was a misdiagnosis and I should probably look at other diseases. So I went back home, and it was my father who now suggested that I should get tested for tuberculosis just to eradicate the possibility of having it.
I suffered for almost 6 months, since January 2009 to June was when I was getting to know that I had TB. So during that time, I had lost weight. I had lost 20 kgs. I even had to cut my dreads because I used to have dreads. I used to think that it is dreads that are making me sweat. So when I was diagnosed, and I was referred by a friend who told me that you've been taking medicine, you've been going to prayers, but nothing has been happening. Now you need to go and test for TB.
Tuberculosis is a public health problem globally, and the challenge comes in through the journey of a patient, right from before diagnosis, into diagnosis, and to treatment. During diagnosis and before diagnosis, there is that journey of being confirmed to have TB, which may take long because sometimes you go to a health facility and they may not be having even the equipment or the reagents to get that diagnosis, or even the index of suspicion from the health worker is not there.
The first step is recognizing symptoms and seeking help. Early testing saves lives and starts treatment sooner. But delays can happen because of distance, cost, fear, or lack of information. When testing is delayed, illness becomes harder to treat.
Initially, I was being told I'm suffering from pneumonia. So I take medication for 2 weeks, and then the symptoms come back, and go a different health facility, so the same pneumonia. So until it took me around 1.5 months to be diagnosed with TB. It was really quite an experience.
When it was confirmed it was TB, I was like shocked. So there is still TB. We thought TB was already done in the years. We thought TB was like leprosy that the country has already overcame. But now I've been diagnosed with TB. So I had to take courage and start treatment.
Hearing you have tuberculosis brings many questions. Will I recover? How will I care for my family? Can I keep working? Now, be assured, TB is curable. Clear information from health workers helps patients understand that tuberculosis is treatable and recovery is possible.
Once they are diagnosed, we have a standard regimen that we give our patients. When it is normal TB, that is TB which is not resistant to what we give usually, we treat them for 6 months. This 6 months is long for any individual for whatever condition. And this brings in challenges of treatment adherence. How will this patient on a daily basis take the medications? And the medications are not only one, there are many. And even when it is not 6 months TB treatment, for example, we have longer treatments for TB which is extrapulmonary, especially that which is affecting the brain and the spinal cord. Sometimes we extend it to 9 months, sometimes to 12 months. Yeah? So with longer treatment, it becomes worse. And then we also have the TB which is drug resistant to what is usually given. And this medication that is given to patients who have multiple drug resistant TB, MDR, sometimes the side effects are so toxic that it also discourages adherence to TB treatment. So there is a need for the scientists to work harder and discover better treatment, and more so treatment that is shorter to cure the TB and also with minimal side effects.
Treatment lasts several months. Patients need to take medicine every day, even when they're tired or even when side effects are difficult and seem to weigh you down. Some experience nausea, weakness, or dizziness. Some face transport costs or missed work. Sometimes treatment is interrupted and restarting becomes harder. Effective medicine, accurate testing, and regular follow-up are essential parts of care. So is emotional support that helps patients continue when treatment feels overwhelming.
When I started taking medication, there was a time I stopped it, and then it developed to be an MDR TB.
I had a lot of side effects. One, I said I had like gastric. The second, I was very tired on taking the pills. Even for now, I hate taking pills, drugs.
TB patients may not be very socially stable in terms of income. Probably even the illness may have made them lose the opportunity to get income. So with medication, we also encourage good nutrition. So nutrition also may be wanting at that time.
MDR medication, it was not just an easy thing, it was not an easy journey. It was so hard for me, because through that medication it caused me to lose my job.
TB treatment is not only just medicine, but it has another component which is very strong, which is nutrition. We need to see partners, stakeholders, and also the government bring in the aspect of supporting nutrition for those people that are on TB treatment, so that the drugs can work very well and improve adherence.
Patient care in tuberculosis is not only about medicines taken on time, but about dignity preserved, trust built, and lives supported through long months of treatment. When care is compassionate, adherence improves, families heal, and communities become part of the cure.
I also got a lot of support from family members and healthcare workers through patient support groups until I completed my TB treatment.
Throughout the journey, I faced hurdles because my family decided to isolate me. They decided to discriminate me and say that now that you've come in with TB, we've not heard about TB, now you have to go and look elsewhere to go and look where you're going to stay. So I had to go and live with a friend.
Today, many patients still face delays in diagnosis, interruptions in treatment, or difficulty reaching care. Good patient care means reducing these barriers so that every person can start treatment early and finish it safely. Many have been treated, lives have been restored, and hope is alive for many.
But once you are told you are done with the drugs and now you're okay, there is that improvement that only makes you happy. And now you can advocate, you can help other people to go through the same journey and get treated.
Families, friends, and health workers help patients stay strong. A reminder to take medicine, a clinic visit that listens with respect, clear answers to difficult questions, just to mention but a few. These small acts help patients to smoothly complete treatment and have happy, fulfilling lives. Ending tuberculosis requires both strong medical care and compassionate patient support. These are the pillars that avail care and help patients complete the journey.
We are advocating for shorter regimens because it increases the cure rates among TB patients, not just in Kenya, but across the globe, given that long duration treatment actually normally leads to non-adherence. So most patients, most of the time, default, leading to resistant TB.
Every patient who completes treatment shows that recovery is possible. Strength returns, families breathe easier, life continues. Their stories remind us that tuberculosis is not only a disease, but essentially a human journey.
We advocate for better services for our TB client, and we also monitor services provision to ensure that institutions are accountable to what they say, and also to ensure that the drugs that they bring to our people, they are accurate, they are effective.
We would like everybody to come out, talk more about TB, share their experience, and also to create awareness for TB.
We need to really work hard to get better treatment and an emphasis of treatment that is shorter, treatment that has minimal side effects for the sake of us treating all TB that is diagnosed.
Tuberculosis is curable. With early testing, effective treatment, and respectful care, recovery is real. When patients are supported from the first symptom to the last pill, tuberculosis becomes a story of resilience, an experience of healing, and a testimony of triumph.